podcast. This is the Bearsman podcast. Thanks for listening to the Bearsman podcast.
And we're back with episode 6.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to episode 6.
It's going to be a good one, guys.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to cover today.
We do. There's been a lot that's happened in the last week.
I know. I think that's the hard part of doing 2 episodes a week is the fact that it's like we have the gap in between because we record on Saturday to release our episode for Monday, and then we record Wednesday night to release our episode on Friday. But in between those days, there's so much stuff that happens. Like when I'm trying to grab the clips for the next episode, there's so many other things that come up, and I'm like, oh darn, I gotta add this to this one. Or like the one clip the one posting I was trying to find got taken down. So it's like trying to find the right structure for it is a little irritating.
Oh, it is. Well, and the clip that got taken down was pretty savage.
Yeah.
So.
And if we could do this every single day, that'd be awesome. I mean, that's the dream to come out, every day with an episode to talk about what's going on, but not there quite yet.
I think realistically, even if we did 3 to 4 episodes that were just kick ass every week, I think that would be ideal.
Oh yeah.
Because then you have time in between. You know, it is kind of tiring to do
an episode
with
every
our
day.
current schedule, at least.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, with how you and I work, there's no way.
No.
I just don't think we'd put out the best product.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it would be forced, and you wouldn't have as much energy as you do.
Well, even the last episode, I felt like my energy came down a bit because I was just drained. Like even though we record, now I can't remember. Did we record during the day for the episode, or was it?
No, that was late at night.
Oh yeah,
I left here at 11.
Oh yeah,
something
so
like that.
It's just we'll find a rhythm and a schedule that works best. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, getting up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock to go to the gym, then go to work for 10, 12 hours, and then
come do this.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a busy day.
But that's why I always have to slam an energy drink before. But then the time we finish recording, I'm wide awake. I'm well, this is going to mess up my sleep schedule for a little bit.
Well, then you get a few hours of sleep, crank another energy drink when you wake up, and then you're just off to the races.
The amount of caffeine I think I consume in a day, it's as soon as I wake up, I take pre-workout. Well, I try to drink some water before, but it's and a lot of people always tell me, they're well, you shouldn't take pre-workout every time. I was man, I get up really early. I don't get quite enough sleep as I need to. So without that pre-workout, I'm dead in the water.
It would be nice to be not tired all the time, and you don't need one every day. And you work a job where you work 7 to 3 or 6 to 2, and that's just what you do Monday to Friday. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you go home and you watch TV all night, and then you go to bed at a good time, and you're not doing anything else with your life besides doing those 40 hours. And I would agree that you don't need to do it every day.
Well, it's working out in the morning. I don't enjoy working out in the morning. That being said, I do like the people. There's a lot of people I've met at the gym. I met you at the gym at that time, and there's a lot of people there that I just I consider them good friends now because you see the same people every day.
Yep.
And I wish I could work out at night, but the time you get home from work, we do dinner. I put the girls to bed. Well, I put Frankie to bed. Kelly puts Hunter to bed. Then to get changed, go to the gym, and by then it's 7:30, 8 o'clock. And it's then I got to pound pre-workout. And then the time I finish my workout, it's going to be 10 o'clock. I get home. And there's no way I'm going to sleep right away.
No.
So it's kind of a lose-lose. Not to mention the clientele that goes there at that time. Just not for me.
Not a fan either.
Well, there's a tripod every other 3 feet.
Yeah.
And it's everyone's on their phone constantly. You're waiting for a bench or a machine. And you're hey, are you done with that?
How many text messages do you have left?
Yeah. How many sets you got left? I got 2 more. I'm all right, well.
Hurry up.
let's stop tweeting and actually focus on what we're doing.
You might get better results.
Yeah. But I'm also guilty for that too. Like, I'll be looking through my phone as well. My gym partner, Dustin, like, he'll be working out, and in between his set, I'll be, scrolling or usually trying to find clips for like the next episode, or I'm getting like calls, or not calls, but like texts or something like that. I don't know. It's just an excuse. I'm addicted to my phone. What can I say?
Yeah, I never go on my phone at the gym.
Oh, I'm
rarely. I put on a playlist and that's just balls to the wall. Let's go.
Well, what I used to do was take my phone, turn on like so I can control the volume and all that with my headphones, and then I would give my phone to the girl at the front desk, Debbie. I say, "Hey, can you just hold on to this while I work out so I don't?" But then I'd certain parts of the gym where I'd walk to, I'd start like losing connection, and then I'd have to go get it.
That sucks.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people who's addicted to their phone.
It's hard not to be. Everything is on there these days.
Oh, right. And it's everything's just in your palm.
Anything you want to know.
And I'm guilty for it. Like, I talk a lot of smack. I'm like, oh, everyone's on their phone, but like I'm a hypocrite when it comes to that. But certain times, like, just get off your phone.
Yeah, well, I feel like when it's a busy gym, move it or lose it. You know what I mean? I see people all the time in the morning, and they try to. It'll always be new people too.
Yeah,
they'll have two machines on the go, and it's a busy gym. I just jump right on. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah,
like I'm not. You can't have be in two spots at once. I'll work out with you, no problem. But you can't just occupy two spots and you're not there.
No, you got to have good gym etiquette.
If there's nobody there, then sure. But if there's 20 people there, then the gym's not that big.
Do you take a photo when you're at the gym sometimes?
Never.
I do.
Do you?
And I hate it.
I could see.
I don't do it all the time, but like I like to let people know, like, hey, I'm up before you, putting in that work.
Putting in that good work.
But I'll take and I'm so bad at taking photos. Like, I'll take one, like I'm trying to get the mirror so you can see me taking the photo, and I'll look at it. I'm like, oh, that looks horrible. Redo that. And then next thing you know, I'm there for like 3 minutes, and all I'm thinking is everyone looking at me like, what is that guy doing? And I'm just like, you know what? I give up. Yeah. We're not going to post this one.
Yeah. You just feel ashamed.
Yeah. I look ridiculous too.
A lot of people do that. I always see young kids who maybe they're doing like their first cycle. You can tell they got a bit of buff going and they're feeling good.
When you say cycled, what are you referring to there,
Quentin? Just a little bit of test, maybe some little D-ball, something like that.
To the people who don't know what cycle is, he's referring to anabolic steroids.
Yeah, a little juicy. Which, I mean, hey, they're building muscle, but you can always tell the people who are extra vain, and it's like, okay, they're definitely on something. You just know.
Like when it comes to taking photos, like take your photos in the gym and all that.
Oh yeah,
I don't like when people take photos in the change room.
Why? You don't want them to get you in your undies or what?
No, it's just like, well, yeah, that's another thing too. You don't want taking a photo and then you have some guy changing in the background.
Yeah, that's weird.
But a lot of people, they're like, oh, the best lighting is in the change room. I will take a photo of myself in the change room. Like when I was doing the 75 hard, I had to take a photo every day, and I would do it in front of the mirror in the change room, but I would make sure there's nobody around.
Well, the mirror at that gym, it's kind of separate. So you can get away with not getting anybody in there because the change room's to the right when you're facing the mirror. So
but now they put up a big sign on the mirror that says, cameras are strictly prohibited in this area.
Did they?
Yeah. I took a photo of myself in front of one and I posted it. And then somebody commented underneath. They're like, did you not see the sign right above it? And I didn't put two and two together. And then I looked, I'm like, oh,
nice.
Shit. I'm one of those guys.
On Saturday before I came to do the podcast, I went to the gym quickly at 1:30th. And I seen this guy all decked out in chains and watches and a hat. Skinny guy, just taking pictures for like 10 minutes.
Maybe some people just go there to.
He's loving it.
And I get it's a social thing too.
Yeah,
but like working out with like more than one person, I don't think it's optimal. Like you're gonna be there for 3.5 hours. Like that's why I like going in the morning too, because you don't see that. Nighttime, it's just like, and I get it. People like want to work out together, and it's meeting up with your buddies, but when you're on like a time crunch and you need to work out, when I see that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, please get out of my way.
Oh yeah.
I don't have time for you guys to, start a group chat while you're doing bench press or, using whatever machine.
The worst is in the dumbbell area because you have the rack and people are standing in front of it taking pictures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't mind if people take pictures, but at least allow people to grab the dumbbells in front of you.
This portion of the podcast we'll call the Bro Science Gym.
Gym hacks.
Gym
etiquette.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Where all the dumbbells are you one of those guys who picks them up and then starts curling right in front of it?
No.
That drives me nuts.
I can't stand that.
Grab your weights, walk back, and then do it. Or people who have the bench so close, like you grab your weights and you sit on your bench and it's like you're doing like rear delts or something, and it's like you're trying to scooch by them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, pull that thing back. They should make a line. Good Life, if you're listening, they should have a red line that says you can't be lifting weights in this area. It has to be certain feet back.
That makes sense.
And I always laugh when I see like guys will go up and grab it and then just stand there and just like ego lift the shit out of it.
The worst guys, they grab like 60s, they can't lift them to get them like quarter way, and they're just going quarter the whole time.
Though that being said, I am guilty of like when I'm returning the weights, I'll like as I'm walking up to it, I'll be curling and then I'll put it down, but I don't stand there and lift because I just think I'm like everyone's gonna try and get by you.
Oh yeah.
And the worst part is like if someone's like doing that and it's like those weights are like right in front, you're just like, oh, excuse me, just need to get those. Sorry, yeah, you do you.
Yeah.
That's another one.
I honestly rarely do I ever do biceps by themselves. I always superset triceps with bicep exercise. Always.
Oh.
I do them together without stopping. And then I'll take a break for like 30 seconds and then jump right back in. But I always take a bench or I take a space. Usually there's spaces in between some of them. So you can just occupy that spot and then you're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like anyone in my area when I'm working out. You know, sometimes when you're doing shoulder presses on the bench, like you're using dumbbells, people come real close to you. I just move my bench out of the way, like, dude. Yeah. And they come to you beside you doing flies.
You got to have a certain buffer area.
Yeah.
So people don't get in the zone.
Yeah. You don't want to be obstructed when you're working
it's like, you know, the stretching area where it's all matted? Like right next to where all the dumbbells are, just to the left of it, there's that padded, matted area where people like roll out and stretch. I'll go there and like I take a exercise ball and I'll do my sit-ups there. And then this one guy came like within 5 inches of me and just started stretching. And I was just like, hey, man.
Maybe you thought you were gay because you're using the exercise ball.
It's good for the core and it's not as strenuous on your back. Hey, man, never mind you. All right. I'm not even going to go there.
That's funny.
But yeah, like you just got like too close. I'm like, hey, man, like I can smell you from here.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just give me a little bit of space.
Yeah. Did you say that?
No.
Oh.
I will avoid that because in the morning, like sometimes I'm in a good mood, sometimes in a bad mood, but maybe he didn't notice. But I mean, there's no way he didn't notice. Like you're that close, like closer than you and I.
Was it packed?
No, that's what I mean. Like he had all the other space to go. And it's just like, it's like if you're in a hot tub, like a public hot tub, and it's wide open and the guy just comes and sits right next to you. It's just like that awkward like phase where you're like,
or when you go into the bathroom, there's 10 urinals and the guy comes and stands beside you. There's nobody else there. It's a little weird.
When I used to drink, if I was drunk in the bar, I would do that purposely just to mess with people. I just walk up.
Pissing, they can't go,
just walk up, put my hand over them, like, so how's your night going? They're just like, dude, get that hand off me right now.
Nice shape, nice color. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's another thing too I hate at the gym now that I don't know why they do this, but they put like motivational quotes on the glass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't. I was like, I hate when things are in front of the glass. Like I won't work out if it's like split down the middle, like the crack. Like I always have to be like middle.
You don't want to distort the view.
Yeah, well, it just like it throws me off. Like everything, like when it comes to equipment, they should line up the roof. So it's like you pull a bench to like the cable machine and you're trying to line up your bench and you're like looking where it is and it looks crooked, but it could be straight. That kind of stuff. Like it's just like mind boggles me.
Yeah, well, you're thinking about that, not what you're doing, right?
Yeah. So those were some good gym tips.
Yeah, I think they were good. I heard the Y doesn't have any mirrors at all.
The Y?
The Y.
What's the Y? Oh, the YMCA?
YMCA, yeah. No mirrors in the gym.
Probably not.
That's weird.
I didn't used to understand the reason for mirrors, but it's like you're watching your form.
Checking yourself out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I look good. I want to see myself look
Of
good.
course.
I mean, I'm not vain at all, but I do look at myself in the mirror.
Who doesn't? That's what they're there for.
Well, ever since I dropped all the weight and like put on some muscle, it's like even Kelly's busting me a couple of times. Like I'll come out of the shower, I have my towel around, and then I'll look in the mirror and I'll just like flex, and Kelly will just like make a little. I'm like, what? She's like, you flex every time you come out. I'm like, oh, you noticing Daddy's muscles now?
Yeah.
Right?
There you go. Hell yeah.
Went from dad bod to damn daddy real quick.
It's nice. It's a good feeling. I feel like the muscles look the best in car mirrors or car windows. When you're walking by, you check yourself out.
Does it make it look bigger? Or?
Bam, bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's like a convex. It's angled slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, the arms look the best there.
Or you know what? It's like when you're using those, if you go into Walmart and there's like a self checkout and it's like you're recording. Anytime I see that, I look up and I'll instantly like start flexing. Even though like I can't flex worth a damn.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. Like I don't know how to flex my muscles. Like when I lost the weight and I had to do like my reveal photos, this girl can't, I think there's I'm completely spacing my mind what her name was. I think it's Candace. This Asian girl, she's like competes and she's like trying to get me to like, she's like, no, you need to flex this. And like, I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she was getting frustrated with me, like posing, like that was harder than the dieting and all the workout.
Really?
Was just trying to like pose.
Is she like IFBB or?
I don't even know what that means.
International Federation of Bodybuilding.
Oh, okay.
It's like where Mr. Olympia is.
She does all the shows.
Oh, okay.
Like she's I think she's like 45 or something like that, and she competes and she looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
So like she knows what she's doing. So I wanted someone to take the photos for me, but I didn't know how to flex half the muscles that I was trying to. And like some people were giving me not giving me shit, but they're like, dude, they're like, your photos could have looked way better if you knew how to flex them. I was like, well, I don't. I'm sorry.
Just watch Pumping Iron first next time. Arnold coaches the guys how to flex better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always used to laugh when there was like pose. I remember at Gold's Gym, they would have like posing classes. And like, yeah, like they'd bring these guys in. And I remember one time walking by and it's just like 8 or 9 dudes all in their ginch, just like flexing as hard as they can. I just walked by. I was like, yay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, oh, I get it now. It's a technique. And
it is a technique.
All the props to them for knowing how to do it properly because I definitely couldn't.
Well, that's how they judge them at the Mr. Olympia, right?
Yeah.
It's on their poses. So they work on those like crazy. There is a skill to it. It's not just, you walk up there and flex your muscles.
That's the skill I lack on top of many others. But
if you don't ever do it or have no interest in it, like you're not competing in bodybuilding.
No.
It doesn't matter.
And like some of the people like when I was doing my really aggressive cut for like the last 2 weeks, because I was only eating 1,500 calories for the last 2 weeks,
That's
which
rough.
is insane. And they were like, oh, you should compete. I was like, not a chance. Like, no, why not? I'm like, because I hate doing this now. I wouldn't want to do that for months on end.
Well, yeah, you have to dedicate yourself if you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention the cost associated with that.
Oh, yeah, like taking PEDs and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, and just the food. You'd want to bulk like crazy, especially if you're hitting the above 200 or under 200, right?
Yeah, I don't have the genetics for that or the dedication to get up on stage, nor would I have nothing against people who do that. I think it's awesome. But me, I'm just like, I have no interest in it.
It's the Speedos for me. Not really my thing.
No? Well, I've seen some where they wear like board shorts.
Okay.
But I think that's like natural bodybuilding, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the world. I know a couple people, Joey Swole and them. That's why like taking pictures and whatnot, I'm always afraid I'm going to end up on him and he's just roasting me. How dare you take photos in the change room?
I'm simping for women?
Yeah, not women. My wife?
Yeah.
No, it's just for me.
Oh, okay. No, I just mean his reaction to you. Is that what you're saying? Or your wife? Like, are you saying you'll post a photo and he'll see it and he'll roast you?
Oh no, because like he always busts people on the internet, like making fun of people in the gym. Like I've never done that before. I mean, I've made fun of people in the gym, but I usually just say it to my gym partner and then we talk shit to each other. But
Yeah.
I've never taken a video of someone in the gym and posted it.
Oh,
I think
no,
that
that's
I think
crazy.
that's so mean.
That's crazy.
And he always, like when people will do that, someone saves the video, sends it to him, and then he roasts them about it. And
oh, I thought you meant you take a picture in the gym and you accidentally get a woman behind you and then somebody's roast, like him, for example, be roasting you about that.
oh no, I'm sure that's happened, but
Maybe.
I don't like, I make sure if I'm taking a photo, I make sure no one's around me.
Yeah.
Especially if there's one behind me. It's like,
not these days.
Women in the gym now, it's just like, you don't, just avoid.
Don't even look. Yeah. Don't even look.
Because they'll be like, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, that's cool. I'm just waiting for that machine that you're on. Sorry.
And you're taking way too long.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's the approach with a lot of things these days with women. You just kind of avoid them, you know? I mean, not everybody, but.
Oh, I mean, you and I don't really have to worry about that.
No.
I'm married. You're married?
Married, yeah.
Yeah, you're married.
Yeah.
I feel like this sounds so bad because it's like, I didn't know you went to China. I didn't know you're married. But
that's okay.
Yeah.
We're discovering each other on the pod.
Right? It's like this is like our sixth date together.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
It's like that's what they should do with new couples. Just put them on in a room, no phones, no nothing, and be like, okay, find out each other's life, go. That's how it used to be before phones.
Yep.
And apps and dating apps.
And being able to scroll through someone's whole life on Facebook from 12 years ago till now.
Because how long your wife, Kelly, who has the same birthday as my wife, Kelly, which is very odd.
That's wild. Yeah.
But they're not the same age, right? Or
no.
No? How old's your wife?
92.
Kelly's 93. Okay. That was so weird when I found out that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's can you imagine? What day is your birthday?
September 14th.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's my birthday.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. My birthday's March.
Nice.
But how cool would that be?
That would be crazy, dude. That'd be nuts. That'd be fun.
Now it sounds like I'm like flirting with you.
Yeah.
Just trying to get to know my co-host.
Yeah, that was gay.
Yeah.
That was gay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Not much. Did you see some of the comments on the YouTube channel? The one comment was hilarious by Corny Taylor.
Oh, what did it say?
It said, you shouldn't give podcast equipment to white men over 25. It's hilarious.
What does it matter for white men? Why couldn't it be men over 25?
His name was Corny Taylor, so who knows?
Corny Taylor?
Well, it's Corn Taylor, but I'm calling him Corny Taylor.
Oh, I think you said Courtney Taylor.
No, Corn.
Oh, Corn.
Yeah.
Corn Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, Corn Taylor. I disagree.
Yeah, you're just jealous, buddy. Where's your podcast?
Yeah. I mean, I will admit, not everyone needs a podcast.
No.
There's a clip on Instagram I saw of a podcast, and this woman was like, this is how she words it. She goes, you don't love your job your love. And then the person next to her is like, oh my God, I love that. And then rolls to the clip of this guy. He's like, what did you just say? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Don't love your job your love. I'm like,
was it a parody? Was it like, were they making fun of something?
No, she was being 100% dead serious. Like she looked like Kim Kardashian wannabe.
Oh, okay.
Just saying outlandish things.
No IQ.
Zero. Well, yeah, zero.
Yeah.
Like when you make a statement like that, like as soon as she said it, I was like, it made me do mental gymnastics for a second. I was like, don't love your job your love. I was like, what does that even mean?
It's like the wine enthusiasts who, when they drink a glass of wine, they get the oak and all the. It's just bullshit.
A wine sommelier?
Yeah, completely bullshit. I think.
No, you don't.
I don't believe it. No, because they did a study on these people, not these specific people, where they put unlabeled bottles of wine.
Yeah.
One was cheap, one was medium, one was expensive, and they thought the cheap one was the best. They had all these flavors, and then they revealed that it was cheap, and they're like,
nothing wrong with cheap wine.
No, I'm not saying there is, but it just seems like a facade. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Making it up.
I mean, like, I feel like if you want to impress a girl and you go out for dinner and you get a glass of wine, you just do the swirling of the glass and you take a sip and you go, and you're like, hints of like oak, maybe dark chocolate, and you just take another sip and then you say, just describe anything. This kind of reminds me of like a summer day, cedar wood, maybe. And then like the server's like, yes. Did you could sense those notes? It's like, yes. I'm like, I'm just like, yeah, it tastes good. How much is this bottle?
Yeah. How about you just let me shotgun a beer?
Yeah. What's your most expensive bottle? $1,200. What's your least expensive bottle? $25. I'll take that one.
Yep. After a couple of drinks, I mean, it all tastes the same, right?
Yeah. I mean, I gave up alcohol completely now.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I was a big drinker, but I can't remember. Did we talk about that?
We did.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we won't repeat that one again, but I'm gonna miss drinking a little bit.
Think of what it does to you, though. What alcohol as a baseline
makes
does.
you awesome.
It kills your critical thinking skills. It inebriates you to the point that you can't walk.
You're just describing me when I wake up in the morning.
Drive. I'm just joking. But
what was the last part?
If you can't walk, you should probably drive.
Oh, I used to hate when people would say, they're like, oh, like I'm the best drunk driver ever, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
No, you're not, dude.
Don't say that. That's so bad.
No.
But like, I've driven drunk before, not in a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to incriminate myself. That was a joke, by the way. But yeah, like there's a couple times where I've driven home where the next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I drove home.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely shouldn't have. But yeah, don't drink and drive, people. PSA.
No, be smart. Come on.
Be smart.
With all the technology we have today, you can get anybody to pick you up, Uber, or whatever you want. There's so many different avenues, honestly.
I mean, most of the time, like when I would go out, like I wouldn't get like, shit faced, but I would still drink. That's like the worst part though. Is especially when you're younger, it's like, okay, whether you're just going to cab down there and cab back. And then you don't, have lots of money. So you're like, okay, we'll drive there, cab back. Then the next day you got to figure out either your friend's going to come pick you up or you're going to have to cab to go get it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Or if your car got impounded or towed impound tow, same thing. But
I grew up in a small town. I didn't have to worry about that.
You just walk.
My place was not far away. Just walk down.
Okay, we used to have a buddy. This is my buddy, Alex Beduane.
Oh, you're putting him on there?
Yeah, because it'd be the funniest thing. Out of nowhere, like it would be late. The bar's going to be closing down.
Yeah.
Just gone. We'd be like driving back. He would literally walk from downtown Kelowna like all the way home. It would take him like 2.5 hours to walk home.
He'd be sober by the time he got back.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Like I remember one time we were driving down the highway and we just saw him. I'm like, dude, what'd you do? He goes, I just want to go home. I'm like, why didn't you take a cab? I just felt like walking. I was like, all right, dude.
That's strange.
Do you want to ride? No, I'm good. Go on without me. You sure? It's like an hour drive or hour walk for you, 5-minute ride for us.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'm like, okay.
That's weird.
I used to hate walking anywhere.
Mm-hmm. We used to bike a lot when we were younger.
Yeah, but you're not going to take the bike to the bar. Pull up on your pedal bike, just attach your walk outside the bar. It's like, what's up?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Can I skip the line to go in?
Yeah, I don't know. I think in a bigger city, it's different, right?
Yeah.
You have farther to go to get to the hot spots or whatever.
Well, now they got scooters too, like those electric scooters bopping around. Those are dangerous. They
are dangerous. I trashed one time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I've never rode on one before, but I've seen so many people take spills on them. I'm like, no, we're gonna avoid that. And I always wonder, like, can you get, if you're drunk and you get on one of those, is that the same as drinking and driving?
It is.
It is now?
It is.
Because I know before it wasn't, because it's technically not a vehicle. But like those things can go pretty fast.
I think it is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is.
And you see people like doubling on it. We saw a guy, we were going down 17th Ave, and right where like the curb ends and it like goes kind of flat, so like bikes and whatnot can go down. Him and his girlfriend, I think she was, they were bipping through, and like I don't know if they caught some gravel, but they both ate shit so hard. And like, as soon as I saw that, I just remember, I don't know who was with me. It was maybe Kelly or a friend. I just I'm like, Never am I getting on one of those. Not a
They're
chance.
fun, dude. It's so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be cool like to cruise around somewhere, but like downtown or like especially you've been drinking, I'm like, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Well, when I say fun, I mean the ones that you sit down like a moped, an electric moped.
Oh yeah, well
I
that's
bought one
different.
when I was in China. That thing was nuts, dude.
I had an electric scooter in high school.
Nice.
I used to ride it.
Like a
back in-
moped? Like
It was
not the one that you stand up, the one you sit down.
yeah, but it was
okay.
electric.
Nice.
And it was like dark blue and it didn't have the best charge. Now, so the way to get to school was all like pretty much downhill, but to go up was uphill. So it'd be like, and I'm like running my legs on the side of it, trying to get it up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I remember I took a girl on a date on it one time, and it like died, and I was like, oh darn.
That's awesome.
Looks like we're pushing this thing home.
That's a story, right?
Yeah.
Is she a keeper? Did she help you push?
No,
wasn't
I think she
keeping.
called her mom to pick her up.
Oh wow. This dude's electric moped died on me.
Yeah, mom,
Yeah,
come get me.
that's it.
We're on the side of the road. I was like,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It was
That's
not
so
good.
funny, dude.
So, anywho, anything super interesting in your week?
Nothing too crazy.
No, there's a fire.
House fire.
Yeah, in Auburn Bay, like just like 2 minutes from my house.
Jeez.
So me and Kelly were watching this TV show called The Pit, which if you guys have never seen that show, please watch it. It is so good. It's pretty much like ER or Grey's Anatomy, but like an R-rated version. Like it's probably one of my favorite shows I've seen in the last little while. Pretty much anything on Paramount that comes out with, I'm in love with.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. But there's a scene or this episode, there was a mass shooter. So it's like you just hear fire trucks, ambulances going off, and we were watching it, and then it cut to the scene, but I could still hear the ambulance and fire trucks. And I was like, what the heck's going on? And then I look outside because like they were going on for a while. I'm like, that's like the 5th or 6th fire truck. And then I look out the window and you just see black smoke. And then I look off in the distance and you can just see like the orange light. And I was like, holy crap, that's a fire. And then Kelly's like, oh yeah, I guess there's a fire in Auburn Bay. So
What happened?
I don't know. I think it started in the garage, but I ran over there, threw on my shorts, drove over there, got a video. But after I took the video, I kind of felt bad because I'm just like, oh, this is someone's life that's just ruined.
Yeah.
But I made a good video. I just said, I pray everyone made it out okay.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some kids, like younger kids, just being stupid, like taking, Snapchats, and they're like, "Oh, dude, this is so sick." And I was just like, "Man, time and place. Come on."
That's the era we live in, unfortunately.
That's Gen Z or whatever.
Yeah,
just doing dumb things. So back to what we were talking about before, kids recording themselves doing stupid things.
Yeah.
So that was that. But other than that, nothing super crazy. Daughter turns 5 tomorrow.
Nice.
That'll be big.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I got a new scope today.
Oh,
that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah.
Took it out for a spin. It's nice.
What kind of scope did you get?
Crimson Trace.
I don't know.
It's a new company that just started out not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a sale, a $1,200 scope. Got it for $600.
Oh sweet. Where'd you pick that up at?
Cabela's.
Cabela's, nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Sweet.
Super nice glass.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. What gun was it on?
The Savage 110 Elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that 6.5?
6.5.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Alrighty, so should we kind of jump into what we're talking about today?
Sure. Sounds good.
Oh, I'm sure people have picked up already. I am choosing not to swear as much. Did you see I made a little post about it?
I've seen the post.
Yeah.
You've done well so far.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I've said a couple bad words, but nothing too vulgar or offensive. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to say offensive things regardless, but nonetheless, I'm going to try my best. Just because I was listening to it and like it's funny, or it sounds funny, but then after a while, I'm just like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
And like my daughter walked in, and I was like, I had to like mute it. I was like, oh no, you don't want to hear that guy. And I'm like, oh, that's her dad talking like that. And I just always thought, I'm like, I don't want to be like linked to that. Like, oh yeah, that's Frankie's dad, the foul-mouthed guy, or
Yeah.
the guy who always says the vulgar stuff to get a reaction. So
It doesn't sound good. Even when you hear, I mean, it's funny. Like it has a time and place, like you said, it's funny.
Yeah.
Or when you're expressing, I think it's an expressive word. It could be like some of those words. But when you have a conversation with someone who is swearing every word, even just in real life, it's like
you sound uneducated.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I was thinking about like my dad. I'm like, my dad didn't raise me to be, speaking with such foul things. So
yeah.
anywho,
Well, that's good, man. You're taking a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's good. It's positive.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So hopefully I didn't say anything too bad to get us canceled before, but we're making headway, and I'm trying to change to be the better man.
It's good.
Thank you.
Everyone should strive to be like that.
Everyone should strive to be like me, 'cause I'm the better man.
There it is. Nice.
So before we signed off on our last episode, we were kind of talking about, faith and Jesus, and we kind of touched on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, before we start getting into like the headline news and what's going on and all the craziness, we kind of pick up where we left off.
Okay.
So did you grow up religious? Or did you grow up like knowing Jesus Christ or like that kind of scene?
Knowing him how? What do you mean?
Like, did you have a relationship with God?
No,
No?
not at all.
Like, was your family, like, did they go to church? Did they have like some type of like religious?
I grew up on Eminem.
You grew up on Eminem?
Yeah.
Like the rapper.
Yeah.
Sorry, for some reason I thought M&M's.
No,
that's the fat kid in me. I'm like, oh, was it the peanut butter?
Yeah,
or
no, not the candy.
Okay.
Yeah, so Shaggy and Eminem were how I grew up. I went to a Catholic school though, in grade 7, 8, and it wasn't bad. It was good.
Your parents, like they're not religious?
Dad's Catholic.
Dad's Catholic. Mom's
didn't practice.
No, okay.
No, mom's not. She went to a church as a kid, but my grandparents went to church every Sunday. But it wasn't a thing in my house.
No.
High school, definitely not. Was completely degenerate in a sense. And then after high school, still a little bit wishy-washy in my choices. And then recently, in the last couple of years, you start to, as you start to get older, you start to see the world differently. Your perspective changes.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you're not paying attention, when you're focused inward, as you're growing up, you're really focused inward on how you are, not really how the world is. You're not, your mind is very tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Right. But as you get older and you start to grow, you get a wife, you're looking at kids, you're looking at the future, you're looking outward.
Yeah.
And that's when you start to see how beautiful the world can be and how, grateful you are to have it the way it is. Like the world is perfect, in a sense. The people inside of it are not.
Yeah.
That's just a human error. But you start to see the good and the evil, the bad and the good, right? So then you start to think, okay, if there's good and evil, there must be truth to religion if you read the books.
Yeah.
So I bought the Bible.
You bought the Bible?
2 years ago.
Okay.
That's when it started.
Nice.
And then I started reading the Bible because, you hear all these conspiracies about the Bible or bad things about the Bible or even good things about the Bible, right? So you want to know for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't take people's word on anything, on anything serious like that anyway. You look into it yourself. And then, I started to, I feel like the instinct that you get inside your body is kind of what I started to notice. You kind of know that growing up, that your instinct guides you. And when you go against your instinct, you do something you shouldn't do. And then it comes back to bite you. You remember your instinct feeling you shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Yeah.
So I started thinking that, okay, maybe God, however anybody wants to think of it, is the instinct inside you, guiding you through life. And then that's when I made the choice to start going to church.
Yeah.
And,
the church that you went to first, was that the one I invited you to, or did you go to one before that?
I went to one, a couple before that, but that's the one I started going to regularly. But I moved. However, we're planning on coming back. So
coming back to Calgary or coming back to church?
Come back to church.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll be good. How about you? How'd you start your journey?
Oh, before we get to me, there's a couple of things I want to ask you.
Okay.
So now you got the Bible, you started going to church. Do you would you say you believe in it fully, or you just like maybe there's certain things you do believe, certain things you don't believe? Like, would you call yourself a Christian, or would you call yourself, I'm religious, but I don't know exactly where I stand on, the Bible or Christianity?
Well, I haven't read the whole Bible.
No.
I'm like 400 pages in,
Are you reading it from front to back?
front to back.
That's a way to do it.
I skipped and read Revelation just because
Yeah.
I was curious, but then I went back. But yeah, I think I believe fully. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm always apprehensive to dive completely into things. Not that I don't believe. I believe the Bible exists for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's been altered, but they have the Hebrew texts, the ancient ones that they found. I mean, it's pretty similar.
Mhm.
Even the Ethiopian Bible,
Yeah.
pretty similar. So, I mean, I think that there's truth to what's in the book, and not only that, the life lessons that are in there. And I think it. Yeah, I'd say I'm a Christian for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You identify
that's
as Christian? Sorry.
yeah.
I don't know why I slurred on that. You identify as.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
And like what since you started like, or I guess you could say rediscovering your faith, did your parents or like anyone say anything to you about it? Like your wife Kelly, is she on the same kind of path, or is she kind of, maybe not fully in it?
Yeah, we haven't really gotten to a huge religious talk, but she actually brought up going back to church again. So
Oh, that's good.
I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not too sure. My parents don't really tell them.
No?
Kind of just do my own thing. But yeah,
Have you would you say you've accepted Jesus Christ as your savior?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, to be honest.
No?
I haven't thought about it. I would say that I as he's God. Is that what you're saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah. How about you? How'd you start?
Well, it's funny because I had to give this testimony in front of my church because I got baptized again. I was baptized before, like when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
but the church that I go to, Sun West, or you also attend, is they believe like a baptism should be your choice, not anyone else's choice. So like
Mhm.
they don't believe in baptizing children. Like it's once you're old enough, you make the choice to be baptized. They do things like child dedication. Like we had Frankie and Hunter dedicated, which
Mhm.
means like we're gonna teach them about Jesus Christ, get them involved in the community, and it's like everyone kind of gets involved with it. But when it comes to, baptism, if Frankie wants to do it, like it's totally up to your choice. And I really like that because I don't think maybe that's a way people turn away from church is like, oh, if you don't get baptized, you're going to hell. It's like that.
Yeah.
That used to be a huge thing with like Catholicism or Catholics, was you have to get your child baptized right away or they're going to go to hell. And I'm like, well, if anyone knows Jesus, I don't think that's the case.
If you can murder a man and repent in Catholicism and you're still good, I think you're okay if you don't baptize right away.
Yeah, like I understand the intent behind it, but just like practically or in a better perspective, like it should be your choice. So I'm kind of going on a tangent here. Coming back to it was I had to give my whole life explanation of like why I'm choosing to get baptized, and you're basically you do it in front of the whole church, and it's a thing you do with the community, and it's like you're sharing your story. And so to circle back to what we were talking about, I grew up in a Christian family. Like my dad kind of gave us the like main layout of what Christ was and God and all of it. But like we never really attended church.
Mhm.
Like we'd go to church here and there, like special occasions, but I think my dad had a falling out with church way back when.
Mhm.
I remember when he was working in Ontario. This is when like I was super young, so I shouldn't say I remember, but what I've been told was he was doing really well with his company, him and his brother. They donated a buttload of money to the church. And then when my dad's business kind of went under and he was falling on hard times, he went to the church, and I think they wrote him a check for like $100, and like my dad gave like thousands and thousands of dollars to it. So he kind of felt like, oh, this church that I've given so much to is turning their back onto me when I need them the most right now. So I think it left kind of like a bitter taste in his mouth about it. So he never really went back to church after that. Not saying like we didn't. It wasn't like if we wanted to go to church, he would say like, no, don't go. But in that sense, like, yeah, we didn't grow up with church. I would go to youth group like once I was a little bit older, but I only went just because my best friend at the time, like my cousin, was going, and it was just something I wanted to do. And then like later down the road, like I wouldn't say I was like 100% a Christian at the time, but I would, I believed in God. I prayed almost every day. And then I would meet people, and they would tell me like, yeah, like I don't believe in God. And I was like, you don't? I was like, I didn't know that was a choice. Like I didn't thought everyone, like it was the first time I ever met someone who like didn't believe in God, and it was so foreign to me. And then like later down the life, I got older, nothing really came of it. And then I lost my best friend, Nick. And I think I was so hurt and like kind of broken by it. I kind of denounced God a bit. And then I would start making fun of people. Like if they said they're religious, I was like not a nice person.
Savage.
I was just not a nice person because I was hurt and upset, and I was trying to, put that hurt and hate somewhere else. And then it wasn't till I was much older when I first had Frankie.
And we're back.
Sorry, guys, technical difficulties on this episode. Our one laptop decided to crash mid-episode.
Yeah.
And then we had to swap the cameras around.
Yeah, so.
But everything's working good now?
Everything's working great now.
All right.
It's not called the Bear With Me podcast for no reason, buddy.
Should we call it the Low Budget Podcast?
The Low Budget Podcast. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so where did we leave off?
You were telling me about Frankie.
Oh, right.
And your faith.
So coming back to where I kind of refound my faith, because hopefully what they heard before was I had a best friend die. I kind of took it out on people who were religious. I denounced God. Yep. And then we had my daughter Frankie, or my wife had my daughter Frankie, and she came really early. I think she was like 2 or 3 weeks early. And we had to stay in the hospital, and she had jaundice really bad, which is like when their skin like looks yellow. Okay. Like they almost look like a Simpson character.
Oh, wow.
So she had to be put, like this machine put on her. She was like in a little, not like an incubator, but it's like they bring this like lamp, and it like shoots this like blue light on it. And she's just so wee tiny, right? And you're emotional because, your wife just gave birth to this baby, and they're already telling you, yeah, like she's like not healthy, but she's sick right now. And it was just like I was breaking down, like I was going through a rough time. And then I just remember like kind of leaning over, and it was like the first time I ever prayed. I just asked God, I said, like, please, like anything you can do, just help this baby. And then I like out of nowhere, I just felt like somebody put like their arms around me, and there's nobody in the room, and I like wasn't imagining it, but like I felt a presence there. And then later down the road, I remember just like out of nowhere, I told Kelly, I was like, I think I'm gonna go to church today. And then I went to a buddy's church, and like when I got in there, the pastor, like the first thing he starts with is like, I want to talk about like dads and daughters today. And I was just like, oh, this is gonna cut me. I already feel it. And he started talking about this passage, and it just like hit me in a spot. And then I got invited to another church, the church that we go to now, Sun West, by my friend Jessica. And ever since I've gone there, it's just like, I kind of explained my story to one of the pastors there, and I kept on going and going, and then eventually I heard about the baptism. So I kind of it was like almost like a course you take on it, like to kind of like talk about like our church values, like then you have to explain your story, like kind of what I'm doing now. And then ever since then, I've just been like full, both feet forward or jumping full, both feet ahead, whatever that saying is. Once again, Joe's terrible at saying these phrases, but I just noticed like a lot of stuff going on in the world that I maybe wasn't so happy with anymore. And I like the teachings that come from, the Bible. Like you said, I read the Bible. I have never read the full Bible. I'll like pick it up every now and then, but lately in the last like year, I read it quite a bit. And it's what like one of my past, notice that fly that just went by drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We have a fly in our studio here, and it keeps on making its rounds. But it's easy to get lost in the Bible because of the way it's written. You can get like the Bible I have now is written in like English, but like even the way it's like phrased or put together, it's sometimes hard to read. So I'm looking at getting a new Bible that's like it's a Bible for millennials. So like basically it's broken down a lot easier and different languages put in so like my dumbass can understand it.
Well, it's the King James Bible, right?
Well,
it?
It's the New Living Testament Bible.
Okay.
I think the King James Bible is a little different.
It's written in old speak,
Yeah.
How they talked back in England back in the day.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. So that's the Bible I have now. It's not a King James Bible. It's called the New Living Testament. It's pretty. It's like I'm assuming it's the same, but just like it's maybe structured different. But yeah, like how you said, like Old English, that's how it's like supposed to be spoken or read. And I find it super confusing because I'm not a very intelligent person. So I had to find a Bible that is for millennials.
Bible for dummies.
Oh, that's what I was that's literally what I Googled on Amazon, like Bible for dummies.
That's
or
funny.
Bible for I think, what did I say? Bible for unintelligent people. And like even the way I was typing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this even sounds stupid the way I'm trying to phrase it.
That's
funny. Then I found that Bible. And then a good way to like read the Bible too is to read it like not exactly from front to back. Like read it in different parts. So one of my pastor, Colton, shout out Colton, he told me start with the gospel. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read those first, then go back, then come back to other things. There's so many ways to read the Bible, and you can learn. Like I know people who've read the Bible multiple times, and they're like, I learned something new every time. So I'm trying to read the Bible as much as I can. Psalms is a really good one too. It's like where all the good quotes are. A lot of people, like when they make posts, I feel like always grab from Psalms. And yeah, that was kind of my faith journey right now.
Sounds like a good one.
And like Kelly too, like she wasn't a big church goer. Like she didn't come with me for the first like year or maybe even more. And I would just ask her. Like I didn't force her to go, and like I wasn't gonna be upset if she didn't. But I just told her, I was like, honestly, even if you don't believe, in Jesus and all that, I said it's just good to be around good people.
The Bible, there are good people there too.
Yeah.
The Bible, the one thing that struck me about the Bible is you always hear people talk about the 10 Commandments, but there's much more than the 10 Commandments and they tell you to live by.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a page that I read a couple hundred pages in. There were like 40 or 50 things you should and shouldn't do. If everyone lived by the Bible, whether you believed in Christianity or not, if you live by the way they talk about how you should live.
Well, even just the 10 Commandments.
There would be, but
those are like
the other ones are more in detail.
I don't know anyone who wouldn't agree with the 10 Commandments.
No, this world would be completely peaceful overnight if everyone just lived by the way the Bible says to live. There would be no problems if everyone was devoted to that.
In a perfect world.
And this isn't some communist, like everything's going to be world peace. If everyone just lived by those commandments, not just the 10, but the other like 40 they have in there, peace on earth immediately.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone sins. There's no way around that.
Sure.
But like understanding that like you're not perfect, and that's what Jesus died for. Died for your sins. But I try to read the Bible as much as I can.
It is a book of peace. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in the Bible. It's not some
Oh yeah.
love and
Well,
peace thing. There's a
well,
lot of wild stories in there.
oh yeah. Well, Old Testament and New Testament.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people like to quote like Old Testament and try to justify like the things they're doing, but I'm like, you have to understand that's Old Testament. Anyone who doesn't know Old Testament, New Testament, it's the same Bible, but Old Testament is before Jesus. New Testament is once Jesus is born. If I'm sure there's going to be some kind of religious scholar who's going to literally like give me shit for this.
Probably.
But like I said before, I haven't read the whole thing front to back. I read it like I read Frankie the Bible almost every night. Kind of.
There are a lot of stories in there.
Oh yeah, but hers is a children's Bible.
Okay.
And I almost feel like I get that. I get more out of that one than I do.
That's funny.
But
it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
It's easy to read and you understand what they're saying, but it just isn't the way we speak today. You know? So it's different.
Oh yeah.
But it's still, it's a powerful book, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of and there's a lot of things in the Bible I don't agree with. And like this is something I wrestle with all the time as like a Christian. Like I try to my best to walk, as Jesus would, but I know there's so many people rolling their eyes right now because of like how I talk or things I've posted or done.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me, I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm trying to reconcile those mistakes. But moving forward, I tried. It's very, I don't know. It's hard to walk, the same path as Jesus would. Like we're sinners. There's nothing we can do about that. I just try to be the best that I can be, especially now with kids. It's like, I want to set a good example, but you're going to, mess up from time to time. And like knowing that like, hey, you're not perfect. I think that's a good way to kind of go about it.
Of course. Well, think about it. If you implement those things in your life, you're conscious all the time about swearing, about stealing, about hurting people. You think about these things on a daily basis as you're walking through life.
Oh yeah.
So you're just very self-aware of your actions and the way you carry yourself. So I think it's very good in that sense, because walking out there today, you see a lot of people who are not very self-aware and don't have any consideration for anybody else.
Yeah.
So, they stick out of the crowd, right?
Well, I see a lot of people try to justify what they're doing in the name of, Jesus. And I'm like, that's where it gets like really wishy-washy. I feel like is people will say they're doing this in the name of Jesus, or this is what Jesus would do. And it's just like, it's the religion world is very like, I don't know how to word it properly, but there's a lot of bad things that people do in the name of Jesus, and there's a lot of great things people do in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, well, there are different sects of Christianity too, right?
Yeah. And I mean, like in the Bible, like, forgiveness. Jesus was huge on forgiveness. Love thy neighbor, learn to forgive everybody. And it's like, there's certain things, like I've talked about this with people in my church, that like I could never forgive. And this is a good thing to lean into our first headline.
Yep.
Which was, so on Sunday, it was the Charlie Kirk Memorial. I don't know, did you happen to catch it?
I had pulled it up before they started, and it was a massive theater of people.
Oh yeah.
And then there
was
was
like
a lineup. There's a huge lineup outside too.
I think they reached over 1 billion streams.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's
there was over 150,000 people there. And then like even like outside in the parking lot, it was insane. Like it was you could definitely feel God in the room or in the stadium. But so what I watched about it, there was a lot of good things that I really enjoyed about it. But then I felt like it kind of got hijacked on a political level. Now,
in what way?
Okay, so let's talk about this one thing first. So Erica Kirk, Charlie's wife, gave this really like powerful speech. And then like just at the end of it, she goes, men, you need to step up. And then she goes like, the young man, that young boy who murdered my husband. And she like looks dead in the camera and she's like, I forgive you. I forgive him. And like, man, like I got choked up a little bit watching it because I'm like, that's like me. I could not do that. I don't know how she could, but I mean, she's probably a way better person than me. And it's like Charlie Kirk would have been the first person to probably forgive him for that too. So that part of the memorial I really liked, like, but there's just weird things too. Like when she came on stage, they had like pyrotechnic, like almost like
theatrics.
fireworks. Like, yeah, I was just like, yeah, this.
That's
Like,
weird.
and I saw some people like, well, it's a celebration of life. I was like, I get that too. And then like when it came to like the political things, there's like, why are there so many politicians? I'm like, well, that's kind of what he did.
Yeah, that's what
like
he
he
did.
was, a conservative, well, moderate conservative, and he was friends with a lot of these, big time politicians. He worked with a lot of them, like JD Vance. He was friends with JD Vance before he even made his attempt at vice president. And a lot of them came in and they said a lot of good things too, minus Tucker Carlson. Like that guy's so far off the deep end.
What did he say?
I don't want to misquote it, but maybe if he was basically comparing like Charlie Kirk to Jesus Christ and saying like, oh yeah, like they didn't like Jesus, so they thought, they came out like, oh, we'll just kill him. And like he kind of did this weird laugh in between it, and I'm just like, it felt weird, and like, I don't know. I didn't like it at all. Like Tucker Carlson's kind of gone off the deep end with like a lot of things. Like everything's a conspiracy now. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent.
But can you imagine what he knows though?
Maybe.
I'm not saying that he doesn't go into certain things, but I bet you he knows a lot more than we do. And
Sure.
he doesn't come out with it.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'll give you that.
Even holding all that information would kind of get you a little bit high strung.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Maybe.
But then they had Erica come on, and I thought she was going to be the closing one. But then Trump came on. And as soon as Trump came on, I was just like, oh my Lord, please do not hijack this memorial. He started off really good, and then it just kind of went.
Did he talk about the construction on the front lawn again?
No, so he started off really good, and I was like, so far so good, and like anything too bad, because I think that's Trump's biggest problem is like he just says the wrong things at the wrong time, like. But what would I know? I'm just a Maple Mega guy, right? Anywho. And then he goes right into like, he was talking about, Erica, you could forgive him. He goes, I can't. I hate my enemies. I don't forgive them. Yeah, I don't want them around, and just kind of like hijacked it. And then he talked about me and RFK we're gonna have some breaking news tomorrow. It's gonna change the world. It's gonna be about vaccine. And I was just like, man,
that's not the place.
Yeah, and it's just like,
it's not the place.
The wife of the man that you guys are mourning right now just came up and said, I forgive this young man. Yeah. And then you come up on and like, well, that's cool, Erica, but I don't. Now, I get, a lot of people don't feel like you should forgive, but I'm like, just after she said that, like the, wife of the dead husband you guys are there for, I just felt like it kind of like cut her legs from underneath her.
If you look at it at this perspective, so she forgave him, and he's kind of like Big Daddy. He's coming in. I don't forgive him. I'm going to make sure he gets punished. Maybe that's where he was coming from. If you look at it from that perspective, I do see what you're saying.
I never thought that way.
But he's Big Daddy. He's coming in there. He's boss hog, and he's like, I'm going to get that guy. Yeah. I don't forgive him. He needs to pay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's where he was coming from, but he didn't word it right.
would say there's, like, going back to what I said, like, I don't think I could either, because I think there's a big thing in forgiveness versus justice. Like, you can forgive someone, but I still think, there needs to be justice. But anywho, so for the most part, it was really good. In the beginning, they had like a lot of good like gospel music playing, and I thought it was pretty damn inspirational. And then the day after, of course, everyone just started harping on it. Like this YouTube streamer, Destiny,
Oh yeah.
came out. If you want to pull up that clip, or it's just a posting.
Yeah.
So this is Destiny. If you guys don't know Destiny, he's a pretty, far left liberal who likes to say a lot of crazy things.
Adderall fueled things. Yeah.
He talks really fast. I mean, he says a lot. He hates Trump. It's clear in everything he talks about. He was
Oh,
never
yeah.
a fan of Charlie Kirk,
Mhm.
and he just says some ridiculous stuff. And then the day of his memorial, Destiny tweets, and I quote, "This Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not."
Pretty powerful message.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got the Shaw and awe factor making that statement the day of his memorial.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people saying that. They're like, oh, this just seems like a Christian nationalist get together. And I'm like,
what does Christian nationalist even mean? I always hear this term thrown around like it's a bad thing. It's people who want their nation to be Christian. That's it. It's not like it's like screw everybody else. There's black Christians, right?
yeah.
You know that. There's tons of different. There's Arab Christians, Chinese Christians.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They're
it's not
just,
like it's
I
just
think
white people.
they wanted to hijack the whole thing. And
Oh yeah.
and then you had, this will be the first clip of the day, Don Lemon,
Oh,
sorry.
that guy is despicable. I can't stand that guy.
So he used to be on CNN. He would say a lot of crazy things as well.
I assume this is a video.
Yes, it is a video. And he just didn't have anything nice to say
Nope.
about the whole Charlie Kirk situation. So right there, that one there. And yep. You may have to restart it. Or just refresh the page.
Okay, 1 second. I have to get audio as well.
Sorry, guys. We're still trying to figure out how to loop everything together. But if you guys don't know who Don Lemon is, he used to be on CNN. He got fired. He's a gay man. And anytime he debates somebody about Trump, you name it, he always plays the race card, kind of like what a lot of these hardcore liberals do.
Is that what happened in Arizona this weekend was not just a memorial, it was something else entirely. People will tell you that it is about grief. It was about grief, about honoring a man's life, about faith. And on the surface, maybe it looked like that. Tens of thousands gathered. The music swelled. I'm sure some of you saw it. I just saw some of the sound bites. There were prayers and tears and moments of silence. But if you stayed long enough for the little bit that I could stay, and then I said, you know what, I'm out. If you listen long enough and close enough, if you stayed long enough and you listen close enough, you could feel the ground shifting beneath you, because that wasn't just about a man who died. This was about a movement claiming divine permission to rule. Can I get a witness? And all of the sound bites and the words used will reveal to you exactly what I said. It was a revival meeting wrapped in a memorial. I'm from the South, Southern Baptist, went to Catholic school. You know what a revival meeting is, right? That is the holiest of holy rollers having a revival. Let the church say amen. It was a revival meeting wrapped in a memorial, a political rally dressed as church. And by the end of the night, it was clear this was not only about Charlie Kirk's death. It was about his afterlife in politics. Donald Trump stood on the stage like a man at the center of a prophecy. He called Charlie Kirk a martyr. Other politicians promised to carry out his mission. The crowd cheered as if the passing of the man had lit some sort of sacred fire. To me, this was not mourning. This was a mobilization. And here is where we have to tell the truth here. What we saw in that arena was not simply faith-finding public expression. It was religious nationalism on full display. That is the truth. That is my truth. This is my freedom of expression. This is my First Amendment right to be able to tell you the truth from my point of view. Not just from my point of view. This is what it is. The language was unmistakable. Take the nation back for God. Restore America's covenant. This is a holy calling. That's what it sounded like. This is not the language of democracy. This is the language of domination. Is that what happened in Arizona this week?
Okay. I mean, a lot said.
Mm-hmm.
What's so?
Nothing.
Could you not hear that?
No,
Not one bit?
not one bit.
Oh, God. Okay, well, sorry, guys. Quentin couldn't hear any of that video, but I hope, could they hear it?
They could hear it.
Okay. Yeah, he was just basically saying, like, it wasn't just a memorial. It was a movement. They were talking about making Charlie Kirk a martyr, which I feel like, in a sense, yeah, the left did make him a martyr, whether you think you did or didn't, because this guy died for, what he believed in.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, since you really couldn't hear the video?
Well, just reading what he said in his post. Don Lemon attacks the Christian faith at Charlie Kirk's memorial, calling it religious nationalism and demanding submission. It's just hyperbolic and insanity.
I don't think they're trying to say submit to Donald Trump. I think
nobody's saying
the
that.
underlining message was like submit to Christ.
But that's what him and people like him do. They take something, they take sound bites, they take a little bit, and they distort it completely. It's just nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I agree with him is, like, yeah, it did kind of start going political, but I mean, that's kind of what he was invested in.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
So, but I don't know. I don't like when people start talking all this smack at, like, the day of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
That's what he does. That's what people like that do,
Yeah. Far left.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad.
Alrighty. Moving on to our next headline of the day is sorry guys. This is local news for all you Calgary listeners. So, a Calgary man who repeatedly raped a 12-year-old girl gets a reduced sentence due to his Indigenous status.
That is insanity.
Yeah.
Talk about, people always talk about equality in this country and democracy. And then you see special groups of people who you can't even talk bad about get away with things because of their special class. It seems like it's selective justice is what it is.
Yeah.
It's absolute crazy. It's
justice for all, except if you fall under
every group that isn't white.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Either if you're foreign, gay,
indigenous,
colored people, or people of color.
Yeah.
Can you say colored people?
I don't know what they say anymore.
What's the difference between colored people and people of color?
I think it's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'll get roasted for that one now.
Yeah. I don't know why it isn't just justice for all. No matter what you are, rich, poor, black, white, yellow, brown. You break the law, you break the law. There's no reduced sentences. There's nothing.
Can you
like
bring that up on the big screen? I just want to see, because what it said was a man repeatedly raped a 12-year-old girl and gets a reduced sentence. Okay. I'm going to go a little hard on this one.
I think the
sentence should be death. You should get a tomahawk to your head.
Indigenous style.
Scalp him.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to sound contradictory to what I just said
Here
earlier about
yeah.
forgiveness. But this is the thing I've talked about with people at church.
Yep.
When it comes to children,
yep.
there is no forgiveness from me. And I don't think there should be.
It's evil preying on the innocent.
Now, that's between me and God, and I'm sure once I get there, I will get, a talking to about it and why, I should. But when it comes to kids, if you fuck around with kids, no end. You just death.
Gene pool gone.
Like,
Gone.
you're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing that happened in Ontario with this Daniel Sendel, or I don't know, Senecal. You know, I'm going to try to use my words choicely here, but when it comes to children, I get so fired up because these are the innocent and people prey on him. And now this guy's getting a reduced sentence.
That
The
tells him to
judge
just
who
do it
gave him
again.
reduced sentence, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I can't with these people.
Anytime that guy reoffends, he should get half the prison time that this guy's going to get.
No, these guys should be taken out in the street and shot. That includes the judge. That includes the rapist or grapist, because I don't want us to get crap for saying those words.
Anyways,
but
okay.
Anywho, like, there needs to be a line. Like, this none of this stuff can be tolerated anymore.
Yeah.
And it's whoever this judge was. I wish we could find out who it was.
I'm sure it's public information if you look into the court case.
Well, maybe we can look into that and talk about that next episode, and then find out, like, just blast him out on the internet.
Not shoot him, but dox him, put him on the internet. That way, these people are not just hiding behind a news article. Their names are out there too. They are the ones who are allowing these people to roam free and harm innocent people. We have to stop this because this is getting way out of control, and there are no consequences for their actions. They get a slap on the wrist. We get put in a private part of the jail so they're not hurt by anybody else, and then they're let out a year, 6 months later. Like, it's getting out of control.
I had a family member talk to me about the Daniel guy who raped the 3-year-old, and said, like, oh, there was no actual information that he was trans and all that. And I tried looking up, and there really wasn't too much. Just that on his social media pages, he identified as trans, like he, her, and he posted a lot of, like, kind of disturbing things along that line. And he kind of made the comment to me. He goes, well, maybe he wanted to go to a woman's prison because he would feel more safe there. And, like, I was like, okay, maybe I understand that, but why are we, like, let's not send these people to prison at all. Let's execute them.
Yeah.
Execute them in public, not in front of children or anything like that, but let people see this and say, hey, this is what's going to happen if you mess around with kids. Whether it's you murder them, do disgusting things to them, like I was earlier, the grape word. And basically, if you fuck around with kids, you need to die. I'm sorry, that's it. Dead pedophiles don't reoffend. It's like, and then the whole thing going to jail. Yeah. Oh yeah, they get put in protective custody. You know what? Let the inmates get to them.
Do you know what the national average is to cost and house these people per year? $114,000 on average nationally in Canada to house criminals.
Yeah.
How much do you get paid per year? The median $68,000. So double, almost double the amount that you make per year on average is going to house these people and feed these people.
Listen, I'm all about rehabilitation, and
there's no rehabilitation happening when you let them out in a year and they do no time and they go back out and do it again.
When it comes to pedophiles, child or rapists, serial killers like that, no, get rid of them. Done. Well, there's no. Well, they're mentally ill, or they were abused when they were kids, because I hear people say that all the time. Hurt people. Yes, that's true. But where do we draw the line?
Well, it just keeps continuing on until you stop it.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's just, like, men, like dads, and just men in general, we need to do a better job at protecting these kids. And it's like, the government's not doing it. I'm not saying, like, hey, take matters into your own hands, but, like, something has to happen here.
We just need to stand together. We don't have to get violent. We're not talking about vigilante stuff. We just need to band together as people, as communities, as societies, as a country, and say enough is enough. We're not tolerating it anymore. Either you guys build more jails if that's your excuse, or we're going to do something else, like, because it's not working. And that brings me to this point here that happened this week in the House of Commons. The Conservatives tried to put forth a motion of the 3-strike rule, and the Liberals denied it. So 3 strikes, you're out of there. You're done. You're not coming back into society. And they pushed it down.
Yeah, actually, there's a clip of that.
Oh, okay.
What do you call it? a conservative member of parliament made a video like as soon as they got out of the House of Commons. It was the third.
Yeah, I got it here. 1 second. Let me just pull it up.
This one. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need to change the audio?
I changed it.
Okay.
I'm hoping that works.
I want to hear what he says because I only caught a clip of this.
Okay, let's see.
Play it.
I'm just going to refresh it so it starts from the start.
Okay.
Breaking news. We just got defeated on a motion by the Liberals, the Bloc, and the NDP. This was a motion set out by MP Larry Brock on bail reform, specifically a 3 strikes and you're out for violent offenders and repeat violent offenders to deny them bail. This is a shame. Clearly, the Liberals are not listening to their constituents and they're not listening to Canadians. Breaking news.
No matter what political party you vote for, you should be for people who just keep committing crimes to be kept in jail. Like, that just makes no sense. I don't know anybody in their right mind who would say, yeah, you've killed 3 people 3 times, gotten out. You should come back to society. You're not going to do it again.
Well, the Daniel guy in Ontario, he got charged for molesting a 13-year-old boy and he got 21 months in jail and was let out early.
Mm-hmm.
But I just
think of a kid growing up. Think of when you were a kid and you got away with something. Did you do it again? I know I did.
Yeah.
Of course. But think of the time when you didn't get away with it and you got harsh punishment from your parent, from a teacher, from a, if you got in trouble with the police when you're young and they gave you a certain talking to because you were really young and you didn't get away with it and you never did that thing again.
No.
Because you knew in the back of your mind that it was wrong. But by allowing these people to just get out early, yeah, you're a good guy. And then they go and do it again immediately. It's like, clearly you haven't learned anything. You're not going to learn anything. And you're just harming innocent people for no reason.
But I think this falls on like citizens as well. It's like we should be blasting this.
Yeah.
And say like, hey, like enough people stand up to this. And I don't know any liberal like not person of the party, but like someone who like identifies as liberal would be like, yeah, I'm totally okay with this.
I don't think they're even like, nobody is okay with that.
My thing is like, do we know who the people who oppose it are? Like, is that public information?
Should be, of course, it should be.
Well, we should find out and like, put these people on blast. Like, so
Yep.
what's your? I would like to know is like maybe
they work
if
for
we
us.
had
Essentially, they're supposed to. But
maybe that's something we could get into is like having a member from the Liberal Party come on here and be like, I would like to know your reasoning of why you oppose this 3-strike rule.
Mm-hmm. They probably wouldn't even give you a straight answer. They would dance around it. Oh, put the blame, finger pointing here. There's something called the Freedom of Information Act. I don't know if I've heard of it in the U.S. I'm pretty sure we have it in Canada, where you can request information from the government and they have to send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can ask for these things. Maybe they don't post it publicly, but you can ask for it. Now, whether this government gives it to you or not, I have no idea. But they're supposed to. That should be public information.
Supposed to, but I don't know.
Who knows? There's a lot of things that this government's doing really quickly that are very bad,
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw this one. I was like, okay, so how many strikes do they need before you decide to?
Unlimited.
Yeah, it's Canada. Like,
I heard something crazy. Last year, the crime statistics were the Toronto police arrested the same 60 people hundreds of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. That's crazy. Like, what's the point? You're wasting taxpayer money. You're putting these police officers in harm's way hundreds of times when you could have just stopped it at one.
I feel like that's why you see a lot of cops now just like no longer like, caring.
They don't engage.
They're like, why? What's the, like, you guys, like, if we do our jobs, you guys record us doing it and then roast us for it.
Yep.
And then there's a chance of us losing our jobs, our pensions.
Yep.
And we can arrest these guys, but then the, justice system just lets them out the next day.
Exactly.
And they're probably tired of it too.
Yeah. Yep. It's just the same people you see every other month in the courtroom. Why are you wasting your time? You know what I mean? And honestly, yeah, you're right about what they said about people recording. Everything's on camera these days.
Mhm.
If they say the wrong thing or they're too rough with the guy, people have an outrage because they're getting a criminal, someone who breaks the law, and you care more about that guy's rights than the poor guy just trying to make the community safer.
Yeah.
That's all they're trying to do.
I mean, you definitely got to hold, police accountable when they mess up. But I feel like
You also have to hold the criminals accountable for the things they're doing, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like if you break the law, it should be a 2-tiered rights system. If you're a law-abiding citizen, you have full rights under the law. If you break the law, your rights immediately go out the window. You don't have the same rights as somebody who doesn't break the law, who works and pays their taxes and does their thing. Someone who's like, for example, if someone breaks into your house, going back to that, their rights immediately cut in a quarter. They've got a quarter of the rights they did walking in there.
Well, it's like that Berta Dad sign. It says your rights end, or no, I'm not going to try to attempt.
Your safety ends where my family's safety begins, or something like that. Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, it's so true. Like if you're breaking the law, you don't have the same rights as somebody else.
Nope. And I would have said a nasty word there, but yep, trying to be better.
Yeah, got to do
Screw those guys. I think that's appropriate.
That's appropriate.
Okay, going on to another one. Oh, another Canadian. So the hate speech law doubles down on Bill C9. So this is a bill. Oh, you want to bring that up so I can read it? So this is the new hate speech law, and there's one that we already had a law against like hate speech, which I don't understand because like who identifies what is hate speech?
Hate speech doesn't exist.
But now it does. So they've added some things to it. If you want to, or you know what, I can read it off my phone. Because then
I can read it if you want.
Okay, I want you to read the new ones that if you scroll down, it's like, go down. Oh, no, right, sorry. It was on the above the quotes thing. It's kind of small lettering there. So.
Okay, why don't you just read it then?
Okay, I'll read it. Alrighty, so this is the new law that's coming into play. Apparently, there's a horrifying rise in hate crimes in our communities, and Canada will not tolerate anyone being made to feel afraid because of who they are, how they worship, or where they gather. Rising anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, homophobia, and transphobia have left too many people feeling unsafe in their own communities. All right.
Okay, so it's targeted towards foreign people, basically. Is that what you're saying? Foreign people, those special groups we just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay.
To address the rise in hate, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada and the Minister responsible for the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, the Honorable Sean Fraser, because remember that dickus.
I don't think he's honorable.
Today introduced the Combating Hate Act. The legislation would amend the criminal code to, this is what they add, make it a crime to intimidate and obstruct people from accessing places of worship, as well as schools, community centers, and other places primarily used by
identifiable group.
Yep, thank you. Make hate-motivated crime a specific offense, ensuring such conduct is more clearly denounced and that offenders are held accountable. And make it a crime to willfully promote hatred against an identifiable group by displaying certain terrorism or hate symbols in public.
What?
So
who defines that and what is that?
Yeah, so this seems like government overreach.
This is George Orwell 1984. This is what this is. Look at the UK. They arrest 30 people a day for Facebook posts.
Yeah, for memes.
Yeah.
Like if
this is scary. This is a pinnacle in our country of either we go completely totalitarian or we go back to freedom, because this law they don't specify what that is. If they had certain things up that, okay, maybe you could make that make sense, but we already have laws for inciting violence, calls to action, and threats.
Yeah.
So this could be interpreted by anybody to mean hate speech. Like if I don't look like you and you don't look like me, and I say something nasty to you that you don't like, or I just say something that you don't like in general, and you interpret that as hate speech, I can go to jail. What about if the roles were reversed? It doesn't really sound like that's the case.
Well, I was reading on another post that it's done. It says on a basis case per case.
Up to life imprisonment.
Yeah, so 5 years to up to 25 years, and it's up like it's not like there has to be like a set rules for this, because if it's base to base on each case, like, so who decides? It can the cop, the judge, the prosecutor, and like define me what's hate speech.
I don't know if anybody can.
Well, that's what I mean. So like now it's like you can't say basically now what we're saying is like you can't protest anything.
Yeah.
Because that would be considered hate speech. So no longer does Canada have freedom of speech. We're no longer allowed to protest.
We never had it. We had freedom of expression.
Yeah. So on here too, what it was saying in regards to hate symbols and that, does that include like the Hamas flag?
I don't think it includes terrorist flags.
No,
right?
it definitely would, because they said terrorist groups too. So I'm just wondering, like, all right, well then
why would they allow River to the Sea and all this other crazy stuff?
Yeah, that'd be hateful towards Jews.
Talking about genocide.
So I'm wondering, like, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this is a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing.
No, people.
I don't agree with, people hating on other people for their religion or
of course not.
Views.
Of course not.
But I don't know how to word this properly.
This could be what. Think about this. Okay, the left is putting this in. If you're on the left side, maybe you're happy with that, because then you can go against the people who are on the opposite side of the aisle as you. What happens if the right gets in there? Then what are you going to do? Then you're going to be freaking out about it, because then they can go after you. It's a very slippery slope. When I grew up, I heard about sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Whatever happened to that? Where you can just walk away if someone's saying something that you don't like. You don't have to get all offended over a word. And not only that, people get offended over words for no reason when there's no intent behind it. You have to think about the intent of a word when someone's speaking to you.
Yeah. Well, people got soft and sensitive about everything.
Well, the media doesn't help either. They push it in your head all day of hate speech, this, and people are intimidated in this special group. And it's like, well,
if I don't agree with what you believe in, like, let's say, trans issues and bringing that stuff into school. So if I want to say, like, I don't believe in that, I don't agree with that, is that considered hate speech now because I don't go along with it?
Could be.
And who decides, like, what it is?
And how many years in prison you get just for speaking? It's not like you're inciting violence. You're not saying anything terrible to people. Like, you know what I mean? You're just disagreeing.
So we're gonna put people in jail for life for hate speech, but we're gonna let criminals out on the daily.
People who break into homes and grape and murder and steal, they're okay, but someone who speaks is not okay.
Well,
geez, that's scary.
This is why I'm all for Alberta separating too.
Honestly, they just keep pushing you further and further out the door, because and you can't even oppose it. That's the problem. Where was the vote on that? Who voted for that?
Yeah. I don't even know anymore.
It's not even, people talk about, democracy this, democracy that. We need to protect democracy. You heard Justin Trudeau say that throughout his whole tenure here as a prime minister. Where's the democracy in that? Who's voting for any of this craziness? Who's voting to keep letting prisoners out of jail, violent offenders? Who's voting for hate speech laws that are so subjective that you don't even know what's hate speech and what's not? So you might as well just be quiet then. That's what it's telling you. Yeah. Don't say anything to anybody that's going to offend you. What does that do to a society? It breaks it down, because then people just stop talking to people who don't look like they associate with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Someone who's completely different than you, you're not going to go talk to them because you might offend them.
Sounds like the government's telling us to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Or else.
Fall in line or else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to oppose anything that we say, because that will be considered hate speech.
You can't talk about groups who might be doing bad things, even if they don't look like you. You can't say anything about that.
What about all these Palestinian protesters, like going outside of, Jewish schools or temples?
Yeah.
I'm like, where was that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder if that will stop it now, but
They didn't even
probably
do
not.
anything. I didn't hear anybody get arrested for that.
No.
What about in BC when they burned the Canadian flag and said death to Canada, death to America, death to the UK? Nobody got their bank accounts frozen. Nobody got arrested for that. And that was live television. And she went on the next day to the National Post and said, yes, that was a call to action. So it was inciting violence, bringing on violence, and also, burning the flag, saying death to the countries. So you're saying death to, 500 million people? And that's okay? That's pretty scary.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's rules for thee, not for me.
Yep.
And it seems like it's a growing trend lately, which
Mhm.
is too bad. But what can we do?
Apply for asylum in the United States, I guess.
Yeah.
Run across the border.
I feel like there's just so many things going on both ways.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, we got to,
least you have
if we
freedom
want
down there.
change, like I'd totally be down to move to Austin or like somewhere in the States just because of, gun laws and, more money.
You have inalienable rights there.
Yeah.
Here
But
they
at the
just
same
take
time,
them-
too, I was like,
take them
I'm
away.
not saying I want to like tuck tail and run,
No, of course not.
but it just doesn't seem like we're making any headway with change in this country.
They talk about progressivism and how it's so good to be progressive. This is regressive. This is going back.
It's not good news.
This is not good news
at all. But I mean, let's try and, everyone let's rally up and let's do something about this, start voting these people out,
Mm-hmm.
Start putting them on blast, and it's maybe something can happen. And if not, well, I don't know what to do after that.
This feels, there's a book called The Gulag of Archipelago by Solzhenitsyn or something like that. He was in the USSR in the early 1900s, and he wrote this book about the gulags and how it was a story that I haven't read the whole book.
Mm-hmm.
But what it was talking about was when Stalin was in power, I'm pretty sure it's Stalin, I could be wrong, but somebody was in power that was a communist dictator, whatever. And at nighttime, the police would go into houses, people would just disappear. People who they thought were against the party or were trying to take them down, gone.
Yeah.
Sent to the gulag. In night, they come and take everybody.
Oh, don't try that in my house.
You know what I mean?
Won't go well for you.
It's crazy, though. Isn't that crazy? That's what it sounds like. It's what it's going towards. And even in 1984, the book, everyone is saying the same things. Sometimes I talk to people from the left, and they're just regular people, but you hear the same talking points over and over again.
Yeah.
Even I don't really talk about politics with regular people, but you just hear them say the same things. Oh, Trump did this. It's the same CNN clips over and over again. And it sounds like the 1984 book of unity to the party, Newspeak, unity to the party.
I get a lot of people like that whenever I talk about politics here. They somehow always link in Trump.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about Canadian politics.
Yes.
Oh, did you see what Trump was or what Trump did? Blah, blah, blah.
It's because they watch CNN. They repeat it.
Well, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't agree with what Trump says or does sometimes, but I'm not talking about American politics. I'm talking about Canadian politics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh, it always starts with, well, it can't be any worse than what Trump's doing down there. I'm like, I don't care what he's doing down there. I'm talking about what's going on here.
It's because they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't have any idea. CBC plays what's going on down south to distract you from what's going on up here. They don't even know all the bills. I know some people who vote liberal and they're boomers.
Yeah.
What bills are you supporting? Don't know. Bill C2, Bill C75, Bill C9.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what these are? Have you read them? Have you read the title? No. Okay, well, why are you just blindly following down a path? Like, it's the Liberal Party is not what it used to be. The Libertarians used to be for free speech, freedom of the people, anti-war. I'm down with all that.
Yeah.
I'm for that. I think people should be able to do what they want and be who they are.
Smaller government.
Smaller government, though, and not all this crazy authoritarian power.
Less government oversight, like
less government spending, How about we balance a budget? How about we stop overspending and taxing the crap out of people? Why are they taxing us when they're printing money? Does that make sense?
No.
No. They're just devaluing the money that you earn while still taking 40% of what you earn. That's crazy.
Yep. Well,
depressing. It feels hopeless, guys. But honestly, if we just stick together, we stop with all the crazy political rhetoric and just get down to our values and our foundation and stop not talk about Trump or anything like that. Let's talk about how our day-to-day lives are being affected and forget the politics. Let's just start there. Let's start on our the things we have in common, not our differences.
Actually, I got a quote I really wanted to share with you. It kind of like plays into what you just said. And this is going to sound silly because it's from this guy I follow on Instagram named Dan Holloway. And what it says is, if I pull up the clip here, it's based around American politics, but just change the word around from American politics to Canadian politics. So it says, if you believe America lacks hope, be hopeful. If you believe America lacks courage, be courageous. If you believe America lacks justice, live justly. If you believe America lacks fathers, be a father figure. No one else is coming. You must save this country yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So switch out America for Canada.
Yeah.
And I believe that.
The problem is that they have everybody so emotionally charged. When you're emotionally charged, you're not thinking rationally.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to take a step back. And that's why I said, don't think about the politics. Just think about your day-to-day life. Is your grocery bill going up? Are your electricity bills going up?
Is gas up?
Is gas up? Is your insurance up?
How much does it cost to buy a house now?
How much are you getting taxed?
Yeah.
You know, all these things, you think about that first. Let's start there. Find common ground and work. Forget about the hot button topics that don't really affect the majority of people. Let's talk about stuff that affects everybody as a whole.
Yeah.
And go from there. Well, think about, do you have kids? Do you have grandchildren? Don't you want them to have a good life?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like some extremists like, oh, we need to shut the government down. No, we need government, but we need people who care about the people. That's all we need.
Yeah.
You know, we need people like you and me in the government and working with the government, at least having a say in what's going on. And it's even within our local districts.
Yeah.
You know, start there.
You think I could be a prime minister?
You'd be pretty rad, prime minister.
Red?
On each side. Rad.
Oh, rad. I thought
Yeah.
you said red.
That'd be hilarious. I think it'd be a chill place.
Yeah.
But I think we just need common people there. When you have career politicians in there who have they're not in touch with reality, with how we actually live. They come in there, they do the photo op, and then they leave. They don't really connect with people. You know, they put on a show for an hour and then they go. Which, sure, that's their job. That's what they do. But they're not in our communities. They don't pay the same tax we do. They have everything paid for them. You know, they're kind of the upper class already.
Yeah.
You know, not to say tax the rich or hate the
they're
rich.
loyal to the party, not to like the country. It seems like
they want to get voted in.
Yeah.
They don't care who they have to step on, what they have to do, what pandering they have to do. They just want in. Which, sure, okay, if they have good ideas and they get in, that's great. That's what you want. But
yeah,
not everybody has good ideas.
No, well,
not everybody has their own ideas.
Clearly, we've seen a staggering amount of that going on in the last recent years.
Well, I think it would be honest if they had to expose all their finances. If they showed courts, people who weren't, directly involved with them, their actual finances, then I think it'd be impossible to be corrupt. Almost impossible.
Yeah. It should be public knowledge, but
they should have a microscope up their butt.
They'll come with some law.
Yeah.
That's hate speech. You saying,
oh, you want your country to be great. That's hate speech.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to another one. Sure. I think this might be our last one. Yeah.
I think so.
So going forward, this last episode we talked about Jimmy Kimmel was apparently canceled the show, but it turns out he wasn't getting canceled. He got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we play this clip, a lot of people were harping on Trump for this. Like, oh, yeah, Trump got him fired. Well, no, apparently Jimmy Kimmel got himself suspended, not fired.
Mm-hmm.
Because the main producer, main advertisers were like, hey, you can't say this. And I guess Jimmy Kimmel doubled down. He goes, no, I'm going to say it anyway. And he pissed off a lot of higher up people. So there was no, this is attack on freedom of speech. He was warned, don't talk about this. These are the people that are paying your bills. And he took the risk, and that's what happened. And apparently he came out with an apology. How long is this video?
Looks like 2 minutes or so.
2 minutes? Okay. Now, Quentin and I both have yet to see this because I wanted to get like an honest reaction from both you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And this was from last night's show, so Tuesday night. Today's Wednesday. And I haven't seen anything about it, so I'm kind of curious on what he's going to say, if he's going to kind of own what he said, or if he's just kind of, play it off like it wasn't a big deal. But let's see.
Okay.
Roll the clip.
Here we go.
But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make. But I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. It ever. And also, selfishly, I am a person who gets a lot of threats. I get many ugly and scary threats against my life, my wife, my kids, my coworkers because of what I choose to say. And I know those threats don't come from the kind of people on the right who I know and love. So that's what I wanted to say on that subject. But I don't want to make this about me because, and I know this is what people say when they make things about them, but I really don't. This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this. I've had the opportunity to meet and spend time with comedians and talk show hosts from countries like Russia, countries in the Middle East, who tell me they would get thrown in prison for making fun of those in power, and worse than being thrown in prison. They know how lucky we are here. Our freedom to speak is what they admire most about this country. And that's something I'm embarrassed to say I took for granted until they pulled my friend Steven off the air and tried to coerce the affiliates who run our show in the cities that you live in to take my show off the air. That's not legal. That's not American. That is un-American, and it is so dangerous.
You know what? At first, I was thinking crocodile tears, but I think regardless, I think you should take him at his word. I don't know the guy. I've never watched the show before. Don't really know who he is. But if you take him at face value, and he kind of did have a good spin there, and he's correct. They have such a beautiful country where you can speak freely. You can talk about the politicians. He's not wrong. He kind of did. I'm assuming he's on the left. I don't know.
Yeah, but in his last video, he goes, the right's trying to claim it's not one of their own, when he was clearly a mega, I forget what he said, mega whatever member.
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
And this is the guy who also cheered when Tucker Carlson lost his job for speaking his mind.
I had no idea.
Like, no offense, but like, I didn't buy any of that. Not only like there's no apology there anyway.
He didn't apologize, no.
He goes, look,
no.
I have tons of friends who are, on the right, and I love them. That's like when someone's like, I'm not racist. I have like 2 black friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can still be racist and have black friends, you ding dong.
Yeah.
That just sounded like a bullshit apology.
It could be.
He didn't apologize once. Like, I don't think he really needed to apologize, but I don't think that was the truth either.
Maybe
what he should have said was, hey, my executive producers told me not to talk about this because it was a sensitive topic and I should have read the room, and I didn't, and I chose to do it anyway. And I got backlash for it. And yeah, it was my own fault. I should have been a little more sensitive to the situation. I should have blamed, conservatives or megas for, that this was one of their own. But no, he came on here and goes, listen, you might have taken it that way, but that's not the way I meant to say it.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know, that sounded like, I
It's
don't
what these
believe
people
it.
do, though.
I mean, this is the same guy who cried over Cecil the lion.
Don't even know what that is.
The lion that remember back, this is like years and years ago, like even before COVID, some dentist shot a lion. Which he paid for like $1 million to go shoot a lion on like a private hunting reserve in Africa.
Yeah, but that money goes to those towns too, those communities that live there.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it goes all back
good
into
cause.
wildlife conversations, but that's besides the point. My point was he came on here and started crying about it.
Oh my gosh!
So like when you're like, I don't.
Who
think
goes
those
on
are
who goes on live TV
tears.
and cries though? Like really?
He does.
Yeah.
Little Jimmy Kimmel. Sorry, there's a lot of things I really wish I want to say right now, but
yeah,
I'm not going to.
I don't know.
But I didn't believe that for a second.
It's so embarrassing. If I was him, I would have just took the L and got a new show. I would know.
He just came out and goes, "Hey guys, I messed up.
Yeah,
I'm a dumbass. Sorry.
I was trying to get everybody riled up.
I'm not perfect.
Backfired.
I say some dumb shit sometimes. My bad. What I said was incorrect. That's on me. It's my fault. I would be like, yeah, you know what? I get that.
Don't cry though.
I'm the same person. I say dumb stuff all the times, and I constantly have to take crap for it.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, no, you guys took it the wrong way. I didn't mean for it to come across that. I love conservatives too.
No,
Yet
you don't.
you've been bashing conservatives for the last like 5 years
Mm-hmm.
and like talking mad, garbage about Trump, and you celebrating other people getting fired for using their, First Amendment right.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that. I liked what he said about the that we shouldn't take free speech for granted just because of what the conversation we just had. I like that he said that, because if he's speaking to the other side, then okay, maybe they cool it down a little bit and say, okay, you know what, you're allowed to say certain things as long as you're not being ridiculous. But I mean, the crying was ridiculous, but I don't know.
I mean, he's cried so many times, and like, listen, I'm not saying men can't cry. I cry all the time. I mean, man, I cried listening to Charlie Kirk's wife give that speech.
You're
cry.
a softie.
I am softy.
Yeah.
I'm like a little teddy bear sometimes.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
But I don't know. I didn't fully believe it.
I don't know him. I've never really.
We'll take the high road and
him.
say, hey, Jimmy, we forgive you for saying very stupid monologue.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about with Jesus, forgiveness.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. You gotta forgive. Take him at face value. Whatever. If that's what he said. If he keeps doing it, then you know.
But I don't trust you.
Then you know.
Sorry.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
But you watch, within the next year, his show will be canceled.
Yeah, he'll do something again.
I 100% thought he went on and said those things because he knew his show was getting canceled, and he wanted to make it out like, hey, the right's canceling me. They're,
Well, they tried to do that.
Well,
yeah,
that's what this has turned into. I'm like, no, dude, your ratings suck. You've been losing like millions of viewers every year, and your show costs more money to produce than what you're making.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same reason Colbert got canceled.
Don't even know who that guy is.
Stephen Colbert. He's like a late night show too. He used to be a good comedian. Like he was on, I forget what show it was. I don't know. I'm blanking here because I'm tired of shit. But he used to be on a really good show. He was funny. And then it's like all these late night talk show guys get like hardcore into politics, and they just, even Jimmy Fallon, like he doesn't really touch on it. He's kind of goofy, but no one's watching late night TV anymore.
No.
And it's like just no one cares to hear about it.
Well, people hear about it all day. The people who watch they hear about politics all day. They want to chill at night and listen to somebody funny. They don't want to listen to more of it.
Yeah, be funny.
Yeah.
And it's like all these shows are getting canceled because they're losing viewers. And then they try to, I don't know. I'm just mad. I'm rambling on about it now.
It's also they're losing old viewers because the viewership was an older generation.
Yeah.
The new generation is not buying into it, and they're not listening to it.
No.
They're not getting cable TV. They're not, you know what I mean? So it's a dying system.
Yeah. Well, it's like Colbert, he had the highest ratings, but yet they still canceled the show. I'm like, yeah, because you're not funny anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just say, out of touch like skits, or not skits, but like comments, and it's just, you're not funny.
Yeah. You lost
Everyone's
it.
kind of tired of it. Change the record, come out with something fresh, something new.
Podcasts.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of them start podcasts, and they'd
Mhm.
probably do a lot better if they did have podcasts, because then they could say the things they actually want to talk
Yeah.
about. They're not worrying about the FCC and, all these different writers and directors and producers of like, oh, you can't say this, we can't talk about that.
Donators.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
get a podcast and you can talk about pretty much anything.
You can be authentic.
Yeah.
You can be your true self, actually. But yeah. Well, maybe we'll end with that.
Yeah. Or let's end on a good note.
Okay.
What's something good?
What is something good?
I didn't have anything pulled up for good news. I didn't do fan questions just because I knew our followers weren't gonna give us a juicy fan question.
We've
I'll
got
see.
to bear with them like they have to bear with us.
There you go.
There we go.
No new shows, TV.
Anything good? Yeah, you know what? If you guys are into things like The Gray Man or Jack Carr's books,
Yeah.
This show came out a while ago, but I just found it for the first time. The Terminal List.
Oh, dude,
Badass show.
I read the book.
I read the
It was
whole
good.
series, and then my wife put on the show. I was like, okay, we'll check
With
it out.
Chris Pratt.
I heard James Reese, and I was in. I was like, yep, I'm watching this.
It's good. So
good.
I kind of was. I really loved the show, but like when I read the book, it was like, because I always prefer movies over books or TV shows over books. But since I read the book before the TV show, when they came out with the show, there was a couple things they changed in it, and I was like,
Well, the torture thing, I don't remember that in the book. When he first tortures the guy.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember that in the book.
He does do it similar to that.
Is it? It's been a while. I have all the audiobooks. Listened to the whole Gray Man series, and I was jonesing so bad for another book that I found the Jack Carr series, and I rolled through that.
It's good too. And then the prequel show is on Amazon right now too.
Nice.
Dark Wolf.
Okay,
with Taylor Kitsch. Have you finished this? Oh yeah, well you know the whole story because you've read the Terminal List books.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's his name? Ben's story.
Ben.
Yeah, from the Terminal List. You know, the guy who was the one who like set him up.
Oh no, I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been like a year since I listened to them.
No, but like, didn't you watch the series? Right?
I'm just on the second episode.
Fuck, dude. Why didn't you tell me that?
Oh, sorry. I just started it.
But you know what this happens in the book. The last name on his list is Ben.
Okay.
His like best friend. Am I ruining it for you?
Yeah.
I thought you said you read the book.
I did. I listened to the whole book. Okay.
Well, you need to. You missed.
It's been a year. I haven't listened to it in a while.
Okay. Well, spoiler in his.
So the show's kind of bringing it back as I'm watching it.
Well, okay. Once you finish the Terminal List, the new one that just came out, like it's on season 1. They're not even done season 1 yet. It's all about Ben's story.
Nice.
Like how he left like the SEAL teams.
I'm down.
It's really good.
Okay, cool. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
I love one man just fucking everything up, just taking down people. You know what I mean?
It's good.
Okay,
I really like it.
Nice.
But other than that, I don't got much else to say tonight.
Okay.
I mean, that sounded weird. I don't have anything else to talk to you about.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's late. It's late. It's late.
We need to get to bed. I got to be up early for the gym. Or actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not getting up for the gym tomorrow because I'm making waffles for my little Frankie Love's birthday.
Nice.
Turn 5.
What time's the waffles?
I don't know because I got to be at work by 8. So I'm hoping tomorrow she wakes up a little early because she's going to be excited. It's her birthday. But Kelly doesn't think she'll be up in time for me to make waffles. But I'm going to try anyways.
Do it.
So on that note, thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share the podcast.
Yep.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
See you guys.
And let me know how I did with my language in that. Okay? Love you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.